What's up, guys? BRJ Productions. I wanted to post a little short video here for you guys. I haven't posted for a while. I've been pretty busy with school and everything, and I've mentioned my older videos that I have been transferring, so that's been pretty busy for me, and I'm trying to keep my grades up. The semester's almost over, so just gotta get all that finalized. So I haven't really been able to upload. It's been, I think, 2 weeks, so I just wanted to put a short video out tonight. I was supposed to work tomorrow, but it turns out that I don't have any work tomorrow. So I will post a longer vlog tomorrow, but today, like I said, I just wanted to post a short video, give you guys a heads up of what's been going on, and what I've been working on the past 2 weekends since I've posted. So here we have one of our work trucks. It's a 2014 Dodge Ram 3500. It's a dump truck. It's obviously it's a 6.7 Cummins. So just wanted to show you what we've been doing. We're getting ready for winter. It's right around the corner here in Pennsylvania. So wanted to show you just a few things of what we've been doing. Is well, first of all, first thing we did is we got this plow frame hooked up here, and then we got the plow on, got everything working, and we put the spreader in to make sure the salt spreader is working. It's not in here right now, but everything's working. And this is the first year that we have used this truck to plow and salt with. So we had to wire everything, run wires, for the salt spreader, for the snow plow. So here's the spreader wires right here. They're bundled up till we have to use them. But I just wanted to show you guys a few things of what we put on the truck. First of all, we wired up this light bar. It's a 20-inch light bar we got on Amazon. So we just have it wired up here through the grill, and obviously it's pointing down because the plow is not attached right now. We use this truck every day, so we're waiting for the snow. But here you see we just have the wires ran, and they run right into this. We have it into the auxiliary 2 switch. I don't know if you guys can see that, but these Dodges have auxiliary switches, and you just wire it right in there, and you just have to ground it to the battery. So we have it grounded right there, and I'll show you guys what the 20-inch light bar looks like. So here are the auxiliary switches. We got 4 of them because we also have a PTO. So most Rams I think have 5, but the PTO obviously replaces one. So we have the light bar wired up to aux 2, and as you can see, it's working. It's pretty bright. It's actually very bright. So what we did to mount it was we just got some brackets from Tractor Supply, as you can see here, and we had to drill out these bolt holes because they weren't big enough, but we just have it mounted up. There's just like a hole just like this one. There's one right there, and we just put a nut on this end and the bolt through, and it's real sturdy. It's not going anywhere. Like I said, that light bar is very bright. It's a very good deal. So we have that all wired up to the second aux switch, and then to the first aux switch we have some other lights. We have 2 little light pods back here, little floodlights. They're very bright. They lit up my whole driveway. So we have 2 little pods, and they run under the frame here. We have the wires, you can't see them, but they run under the frame all the way up the truck and then up into the engine bay. We ran them, I think, I'm not quite tall enough, I think they run up right, yeah, there they are. They run up right through there to the battery for the ground, and then that one is in the first auxiliary switch. So like I said, I just turned that one on. And then we also have a bubble light up on top there. We just ran it down, and we actually drilled a hole in the cab right there and sealed it up. So the big wires for the salt spreader, for the controller. There's 2 wires going in the hole that we drilled. You guys can see that, and we kind of have the wires hidden, kind of. but well, not really. They're just hidden behind the seat. This is a salt spreader. This is the light. So let me find that switch and plug that in for you guys. Alright, so it's just wired in to this little cigarette outlet. There's different patterns on it, and there's a little switch and on and off switch. It's pretty bright. It looks pretty good. I mean, obviously with the cab protector you can't really see it from all angles. You can see it from the sides and the front, but we have a fix to that. We actually ran a little bubble light. I'm not sure where it is actually, but we ran a little bubble light that, I mean, obviously this tailgate's going to be off. There will be a salt spreader here, but there's going to be a bubble light on the side of it, I believe, so you can see it from the back, you know, along with all these lights if you're in a parking lot, and it's pretty lit up, so don't have much of a problem with that. But anyway, my dad ran those wires while I was at school this week, but I think he ran them the same way. Yes, he did. He ran it under the cab. There's a plug for it right there, so you can plug it and unplug it, you know, when you're not using it. He has it zip tied up there. So he has it ran under there and up in the engine bay again, same spot. And it looks like it's actually wired into the third aux switch, the third upfitter switch. So that would be obviously the third switch right there. It's not, like I said, it's not hooked up right now, but that's where it's wired up to. And I'm not sure what he did with it, but it works. We'll just have that mounted up on the salt spreader. But that's what we've been working on these past 2 weekends, was getting this truck ready for winter and getting everything set up for it. It's a pretty grueling job in the winter time. I mean, you don't have a schedule. You have to work when it snows, and we have quite a few places that we do snow removal at. But yeah, as you can see, there's just a lot of wires laying in here for all the lights we have hooked up and everything. Just a lot of wires ran through this truck now. But like I said, this was the first winter for this truck. And it looks like my dad actually got this wired up for the truck and the plow. That's for the headlights, I believe, which the headlights on this thing are pretty much useless, hence the light bar. These things are dim. You can't even see. It's pretty pathetic. That's why the light bar's on there. But yeah, that's about all we've had done to this truck lately. Like I said before, we put the salt spreader in. Everything's working. Got everything wired up. Everything's functional. The plow works just like it should. The spreader works just like it should. And I actually have well, it's a funny story to you guys, but not to me. So whenever we first started wiring this truck up, I made a mistake of running it too close. This big wire, can you see that down there? There's that conduit around it. That big wire down there. I made a mistake of running it too close to that wiring harness. I hope you guys can see that down there. All those wires, that's a big main wiring harness on the truck. And I ended up breaking one of the wires actually. That was 2 weekends ago, I think. That was just a total mess. I went up to finish the job the next day, and the truck wouldn't start, and obviously I knew we had a problem. So we messed around with that all day, trying to get that fixed, and we finally did. I doubt you guys can see it, but there's some heat shrink down in there. I don't know if I was blocking with the light before or not. But yeah, we fixed the wire and the truck started. So luckily I only broke one wire. That's pretty amazing. You can see how little those wires are and how delicate they are. But that was not a fun time. But I got lucky, so we got the truck fixed. We were able to work it the next day, I believe. I think that was on a Sunday. We got it working and operating that Monday night, and then it went over to Steel City for the snowplow frame and some wiring for that. So I got lucky with that, but just a little bit of a funny story. It was a huge headache, but luckily we got it figured out. No big deal. Nothing's broken. Everything works. But yeah, this is actually the first time that I've introduced this truck to the channel. Like I said, it's a 2014 Cummins, just a 3500, so it's just a 1-ton, but it's a good truck. It's a real good truck for a light duty dump truck. It's pretty nice. I mean, we did have one problem with it where the owners before us, there's DEF. I don't know if you guys know too much about diesel exhaust fluid, but all this ecosystem air pollution stuff they have on these trucks, there's diesel exhaust fluid in them. I don't even know how it works exactly. I don't care to know, because whenever I end up getting my truck, which will most likely be a 5.9 Cummins, it's not going to have any of that on it, and you know, I just don't have to mess with that stuff. It can get pretty expensive to, you know, even put an exhaust on a new truck. You have to bypass all that. You have to flash the computer and, you know, get around all that stuff, and it's just a big headache. So, well, anyway, someone must have put some diesel fuel in there, and that's not good, because diesel fuel goes in here and it goes to the fuel tank where diesel fuel is supposed to go. Well, the guy before us decided to put some diesel fuel down here, and it messed the truck all up. So we had to get a new DF tank on it, and that was actually a while ago, but all that's fixed and figured out now, luckily. And the other thing with this truck, which I don't understand, I mean, it's a Dodge, so it's probably normal, but the lights come up on the dash every once in a while, and it, you know, it has must have a bad sensor or something. I'm not exactly sure, but I think the lights have been off lately. But like I said, it's a Dodge, it's typical. I have a 2015 Ram 1500 myself, but it hasn't given me any trouble yet, luckily. But like I explained in past videos, we were planning on getting rid of my dad's truck and my truck, and I'm going to get a car because I'm going to commute to my new college I'm going to. So I need a car to run around in for now. And my dad's going to get a Ford again as a pickup truck and work truck. But I've said it, I don't know if I've said it on YouTube yet, but my plan is to, well, I said earlier, my plan is to get a Cummins, but I don't know when it will be. Obviously, I have to pay for my schooling first before I can go buy a pickup truck. So I plan to, you know, pay my year's school and then see what I can do about getting a loan on a used diesel, and hopefully lower miles. I don't care so much about the body. I know rust is pretty frequent, and it happens pretty frequently up here in Pennsylvania to trucks. I mean, salt eats the paint, it eats the metal, and it rusts the truck. So I don't care so much about, you know, the body being in perfect shape, but I want a decent truck, you know, something that's reliable. At least mechanically it runs good, the transmission's good, because I want to do stuff to this truck, and I plan to keep it for a long time. So I want to get something decent. But between, you know, looking for a truck and getting the finances for a truck, it might be a while. I hope by summer I can buy it. I hope. That's the plan. I mean, I haven't been able to own a diesel yet, so that's always been my dream truck. Is I like all diesels. People ask me, you know, do you like Ford? Do you like GMs? Do you like Dodge? And I mean, I tend to lean towards Ford, but in my price range, I can't afford to get a 6.0, which I think I might have mentioned earlier about getting a 6.0. That's not going to happen anymore. I've thought about it. If I got a 6.0 and it would, you know, the head gasket would go and I would need head studs, I can't afford to fix it. It's as simple as that. So I need a truck that's a little more reliable, and I have always admired the 5.9 Cummins engine. I think it's probably the best diesel that has ever been put in a pickup truck. So that's what I want to get. I want to get a 5.9 Cummins, and like I said, it's pretty hard to find them with lower miles. So anything around 100,000 I'll be happy with, which I know that might be a little bit of a stretch, but I've been looking and I've seen stuff that I might be able to get. But like I said, I just don't have the finances for it right now. I have other things to pay for. But like I said, I just wanted to make a short video. I know it's probably boring. It's just a lot of me talking. Tomorrow I will have a better plan of what I'm doing, because I was planning on making a second work vlog, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So I'll throw something else together for you guys, and I'll post another video tomorrow night. But thank you guys for watching and supporting me lately. I've gained, I think, 15 subscribers since yesterday, and a ton of followers on Instagram. So I'm hoping to keep that, and if you guys could help me get to 50 subscribers by Christmas, or even 100 by New Year's, that would be great. I would be very, very happy with that. And if you're not already following me on Instagram, I will put my Instagram in the description of this video. But thank you again for watching, and please subscribe, and have a good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.